Good morning, everyone. Draco's a loud ass fucking gulp. So this morning I made the decision I'm gonna either get ready to make this video or I'm going to put a face mask on and make this video. And since I'm not doing anything today but making this video and just relaxing, face mask it was. But so a few things. Yesterday I went back to Tracy because I had a dentist appointment, and so and because I wanted to see my family, you know. But I went back to Tracy and I got my tooth fixed, so no more chip in my tooth, so I'm not so embarrassed to be up close or talk to people like face to face up close because I don't have a fat ass chunk missing out of my tooth. So that's better. You want to be in the video, dude? I guess Draco wants to say what's up. What? Look right here. Oh, and look. Yeah. So I got my tooth fixed. I got my toes redone while I was there because I really don't want to find like a new lady to do my toes and nails if I don't have to, you know, because it's a lot of work. So it really is actually a lot of work. Like, you find a lady that you like exactly how she does it, and then you have to find a new one because I moved and I didn't want to do all that. So I just got my eyelashes redone while I was there. I got my toes done. My nails don't need to be done yet. They're like barely grown out. Although I'm already tired of this design because I get tired of my nails really fast. I don't want to spend $60, $50 when they're barely grown out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give them some more time. So yeah. So I'm doing this face mask right now because I didn't want to do my makeup, so I did the opposite of that, which was skincare. He's super clingy, if you couldn't tell. But so yeah, let's get into this video, this story time. That's a mask. That's a mask. No. Okay, actually, before we even do that, I'm gonna take the mask off because it's like, as you can see, it's like coming off. It's like dry. Actually, I'll just do it right here on the video. Ooh. Honestly, these used to hurt, but since I'm so used to it at this point, ooh. They don't really hurt that bad. It does make my eyes water though. Alright, we gotta fix that. And then I always... Alright, I'm back. And yes, I have a different face mask on. Usually I'll do that black one and like that's peel off because I feel like it peels out everything that's in my pores. Draco. So yeah, I feel like that peels out everything in my pores, and then I'll do this one I like got not too long ago. It's Sand and Sky Australian clay mask, and it like minimizes your pores, like it closes them up. Obviously not like all the way, but like after I do the face mask, and I'll do it like if I'm having a good week with remembering or like not being lazy, I'll do it like 2 times a week if I can, maybe 3. And yeah, for sure minimizes my pores. So I really like that face mask. But anyways, let's get straight to it. So this story is, as you can see from the title, the time I almost thought I was gonna get kidnapped. Me and Nico, actually. Like, it's gonna be pretty short. It's not a very long story, but within this 10 minutes that this happened, like, I was scared. I was for sure scared. Nico wasn't, obviously, because he's a boy and like he could defend himself and me, but like I was scared, dude. Like, I was scared. So basically we were in Vegas and we went for my brother's tournament, and this day we were by the pool all day, and I was pretty faded, I won't lie to you. And then I was like really tired because it was like 109 degrees out there. We didn't eat, we weren't drinking water. And so we took a nap. Like, it was hella hot, we were hella tired, we were dehydrated. So we took a nap, and we were supposed to go out that night to the strip and eat there and just like see it or whatever with like the other siblings and my brother's basketball teammates. So we take a nap. I forgot what time we fell asleep, like maybe 1 or 2. We woke up at like 7 or 8 when we were supposed to leave. So I just got dressed real quick and we went. So we went to this restaurant, and I like really didn't feel good. Like, I'm dramatic, 1. 2, I'm a hypochondriac. 3, I fucking hate throw up unless I'm throwing up when I'm already drunk, because at that point I'm drunk. Like, I'm already, like, my state of mind or like consciousness is already impaired by the alcohol, or however you want to say that. So at that point I'm gonna fuck if I throw up. When I'm completely sober, I hate throwing up. So we're at this restaurant, and I really didn't feel good, but like I found out later that it was just because I was so hungry because I hadn't ate and I was drinking alcohol and it was hot all day, that like it hurt. Like I was so hungry that I felt like I was gonna throw up. Like I was just so uncomfortable. I didn't feel good. I really wanted to stay. I'd never been to Vegas, so I really wanted to stay, see the strip and stuff, but like I couldn't, dude. Like we were in the restaurant and they were all eating, and I was in the bathroom, like just sitting in the bath, not even sitting there, I was just standing there in the bathroom on my phone because I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. Like, and every time I'd leave the bathroom and go back to sit at the restaurant and at the table in the restaurant, I'd be like, no, I need to go back to the bathroom, like I'm gonna throw up. Moral of the story, I didn't fucking throw up, but I just really didn't feel good. So Nico's like, do you want to go home? Like, it's okay, like we could just go. I felt really bad because I wanted to be like, everybody was drinking, they were like, we were out, and I like really didn't feel good. So I was like, honestly, like, yeah, like I'm just trying to go lay down. So Nico is very nice about it. He didn't care if we left, so we left, and we're getting an Uber. So we walk like kind of like 5-10 minutes away from where the restaurant that we were eating was at. So we walk away from there and we order an Uber, and as we're waiting for the Uber to come, we're like on the corner of the street. So we're on the corner of this street right here, okay? And there's a lot of people. It's night and it's the strip and it's Vegas, so there's a lot of people, and people are crossing the street right back and forth. So then this guy, he looks like he could be homeless, but I wasn't for sure because he just looked like ran down. Like, I don't know. He could have been homeless. He could have not been. He could have just been dirty. Like, who fucking knows? But he like crossed the street. So he's now here with us. And like, I'm hugging Nico, like laying down on him, hugging him like this, because I just don't feel good. And like the guy who walks, he stops. So like, we're like right here and he stops like over here, right? And he's just staring at us, like just looking at us. And I'm like, okay, maybe he's just a fucking tweaker. Like maybe he's just weird. Like I've seen many of those in my lifetime. So really, like that doesn't scare me. Tweakers don't scare me. Homeless. You already dropped it off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta take a shit though.
I'm recording right now, and I'm not taking that out. So anyways, so he keeps staring at us, and I'm like, honestly, like I notice it. Nico's oblivious to that kind of stuff. Like he doesn't really pay attention. I'm paying attention. I'm like, bro, he's like really staring at us. So it's been like 5 minutes, right, that we're waiting on this corner, and he's still staring at us. And like he notices that I see him looking at us. Like he notices, because I'm like looking back at him now, like, bro, like what are you looking at? Like, so he's staring there and he's just looking at us, right? So then he crosses, mind you, he crossed from this street to this street, right? Like this, okay, over the crosswalk. So then he crosses back right here, and there's like a middle, like how it splits the road from this way and this way. Like there's like this center divider or whatever. Stop, get up, get down, go play with this. So he stops right at the center divider, and that's like where the sign for the parking garage is, because we're right by parking garage. And he just stops there, and I'm like, okay. So I'm still sitting with Nico. Nico still doesn't notice, and then I'm like, so he stops there, and then we cross the street. We go to cross from this street back to this street because that's where the Uber is gonna pick us up. So we cross back over here. He crosses with us. So we stop, and then he keeps walking. Like he keeps walking with a big crowd of people, and then I'm watching him. He had no shirt on, okay? Remember that. He had no shirt on. He was shirtless, just shorts. So he walks with this crowd of people, and he keeps walking, and then he cuts a corner, and he like hides behind like a bush kinda, or like there's like a little wall where there's a corner. So he hides in there, puts his shirt back on. I'm watching all this. He does not know that I'm watching this. He puts his shirt back on, and then he like quickly goes like this and comes with the group like that's walking back towards us. So like from what I see and what I'm almost positive that happened is he like walked with a big crowd this way, tried to cut the corner to see if we would notice, and then puts his shirt back on to disguise himself, like thinking I wouldn't notice that's the same guy, and then walks right back this way. And then we're right here by a fire hydrant, still like waiting to see where the Uber's gonna pick us up. And he stops right here. So he still just stopped, and he's just staring at us. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, like, this is that, what? Nobody's on the bed. What? Can you just go play and mind your business, dude? So now I'm like telling Nico, I'm like, babe, like this guy, like he's like following us almost. Like he keeps stopping where we stop. He keeps staring at us, like, and like this is like when you're hearing hella about like sex trafficking and like stuff like that, people getting followed in stores. So the first thing in my head is like, even though I'm with my boyfriend, I'm like, who fucking knows? Like, people have been off their shit lately. Like, there's a shooting in Vegas, like that Mandalay Bay shooting. There's just been whack ass shit going on. So I'm like, who fucking knows what's about to happen right now? So in my head, I always am thinking the worst. I'm like, girl, what if he tries to like fucking do something to Nico? So then we go to cross the street, right? And as we're crossing the street, he walks with us and crosses the street with us all the way to the other side. So at this point, we're on this side of the street, right? Waiting for our Uber. There's nobody stopped there anymore. Everybody crossed the street, went left, went right, went their way. So now the only two people on this side of the street is this guy who keeps looking at us crazy and me and Nico right here. So I'm like, babe, bro, like this guy, like, you know, like for real, like he's following us. It's like obvious now. So he's still staring and he like doesn't care that he's staring. So then now Nico's mad and he's like, the guy had said something like, Nico, what did that guy say again to you in Vegas? The one that I thought was gonna kidnap us? When he was on the corner, remember? He said something like, no disrespect, like, I don't know, dude. Like he just noticed that Nico was like looking at him like we see you. And he said something like, no disrespect, I'm just trying to, what'd he say? I'm just trying to, he said, I'm just trying to what? He said, no disrespect, I'm just trying to get a read. There we go. He's like, no disrespect, I'm just trying to get a read. Like some weird shit, like read a fucking what? We're literally two 20-year-old people trying to get a fucking Uber in Vegas on the strip. Like what are you trying to get a read of? It's not like we were coming at him or looking at him. Like what were you trying to get a read of? And Nico was mad at this point. He was like, I don't give a fuck. He said something like, keep staring, bro. Like, I don't know. He just said like, Nico is mad. He really was like, babe, should I go lay his ass out right now? Like it was just hella weird. And then once he like kind of figured out that we were like completely aware that he was like staring at us, following us, he kind of like laid off and then he crossed the street. And then the Uber came and we hopped in the Uber hella quick and then we cut. But like, it doesn't sound as crazy. I mean, it doesn't sound as crazy as it was. Like when you hear it, it's like, I mean, someone was still following us, but I was scared. Like he was like staring at us and like following us for a cool 10 minutes before I was like, babe, like this guy is following us. So in that 10 minutes, I was spooked. And like I said, like, I know that it's dramatic. Like, why would I think of this? But like, you don't know these days. People be crazy. I'm really thinking like, what if he tries to fucking stab my boyfriend? Like, I don't know. Like, he could have done anything. So yeah, that's the time I legit almost thought I was gonna get kidnapped. Even though Nico was there, like, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's plotting or if he has other people in a van ready to come get y'all, it don't matter if a guy's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I was scared. You already know Nico's ass. He's like, are you scared of him, bro? Like, I'll fuck him up. I'm like, yeah, I'm scared. But yeah. That was it. That was the story of when I thought I was gonna get kidnapped. Like I said, it was very short, but I can tell you in that moment, I was really fucking spooked for my life. I'm not gonna lie. And in that moment, I didn't feel sick at all anymore. Like I was feeling so sick before I had to leave the restaurant. And then after that, I was like, wait, I felt sick because I was just so distracted by I thought I was getting kidnapped. But yeah. That was it. Moral of the story, nothing bad happened. We got in the Uber, we got back safe, and yeah. That was it. Hopefully I never have an experience like that again, because clearly from that, you could tell I will freak the fuck out. Like, I do not play with my life. So that was my story on when I thought I was gonna get kidnapped. That's it. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, comment down below any more videos you guys suggest I do. Maybe a skincare routine. That's been like long overdue because hella people have been asking me for that for months, like since I started this channel. But yeah, we'll get to it.